Hi guys, today I'm gonna be making a crochet mini cake keychain with you guys. So let's start. First, we will need some materials. Those are a stitch marker, 3mm hook, yarn. You can use your favorite colors, but I'm gonna be using purple for the cake, white for the cream, and red for the cherry. I'm also gonna be using a keychain hook, which is optional, and a pair of scissors and a hot glue gun. So first, you have to take your purple yarn and your 3mm hook. So we are going to use the purple yarn to make the cake. First, you have to make a magic ring. So you have to take it around your pinky. So you have to pull it around your pinky and then put it around your index like this. So now you have to turn it around and take your thumb and hold that yarn. So it should look like an X on your middle finger. Now you hold it securely. Take your hook and insert in that X where you have made. Now you have to twist it like this, and then you can yarn over and pull through. So this will be how you make your magic ring. So now we will start. Now we have to do 6 single crochets in the magic circle. So I'll show you how to do. You have to insert your hook in that loop and yarn over and pull through, and again yarn over, pull through those 2 loops. This will make your first single crochet. The same thing we have to do again. So you have to put it through that loop, yarn over and pull through, and you have to yarn over again and then pull through both of those loops on your hook. This will make your second single crochet. So now again put it through your loop, yarn over, pull through. Now yarn over and pull through both of those loops. This is your third single crochet. Now again. So you have to keep on doing it till you have completed 6 single crochets in the magic ring. Now we have to do our last single crochet. That's the 6th one. So you have to do this. Now what you have to do is you have to pull the yarn, that end yarn you can see there, you have to pull it tightly so that all the stitches will go it will form like a circle. So you have to pull it tightly like how I'm doing right now. So like this, and see, you can see how it has came. So it should be like that while pulling the yarn. So now we have to do a slip stitch. So insert your hook there in that chain. So be careful and it should not just be the front of the chain, it should be both parts of the chain. Now you have to yarn over, pull through that chain. Now the thing is that you're not supposed to yarn over. This is wrong. So instead you have to take that loop and pull it through another loop. So you have to pull it like how I'm showing, like this. So you have to tighten it a bit, and then you can do a chain 1. So you have to just make it flat. So be careful with that. You're not supposed to make it like a round type, since the cake has the flat one. So it should not be round. You should make it flat each time you do a slip stitch. So now you have to do a chain 1. So you have to, for doing chain 1, it's simple. Just yarn over and pull through. This makes your chain 1. For round 2, now you have to do 6 increases. That means in total it will be 12, because see, increase like that, it will become 12 stitches in total. So I'll show you. First you have to insert your hook in that first stitch, yarn over and pull through, and now you have to yarn over and pull through. Now actually you have to use your stitch marker, but I'm not going to show you that right now. Instead I'll show you how to do a full increase first. Now in that same stitch you have to do 1 more single crochet in that same stitch. So this makes your first increase, but actually you should use your stitch marker. So don't do a full increase, just do 1 single crochet and take your stitch marker and put it like that. This is for beginner people who needs help, and it's actually stitch marker makes everything easier, especially because you need this to be a flat and even circle. But for advanced people and for people who already know it, you don't have to use it. And now we have to complete our first increase. So this is our first increase. Now in that next chain we have to do the same thing. So again you have to insert your hook in the next chain and do an increase. So yarn over, pull through, and you have to yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. So again in that same stitch you have to put your hook, insert your hook like this, and then you have to yarn over and pull through. So while inserting it you have to pull through and yarn over and pull through again, those 2. So this will make your second increase. Like this, when you do, you should have 12 single crochets in total, because 12 stitches. So like in that whole one round you're doing, there should be 12 single crochets, and like 2 single crochets in that same stitch makes it one increase. So you have to keep on doing it till you reach the stitch marker, and I'll tell you what to do after that. Now that I'm almost in the last increase, I'll show you after the increase, after the last increase, what we are supposed to do. So you have to do the last increase, that is the 6th increase. So now I'm doing it. So this will be your 12th single crochet in total. Now what you have to do, you have to remove your stitch marker. So remove it, and then you have to do a slip stitch and a chain 1. So first insert your hook, yarn over, and remember you're not supposed to be doing the yarn over again. So I'll just show you once again. So you have to insert, you're not supposed to yarn over. Okay, instead you have to take the first loop and pull through the second loop. So like this. Now you have to do chain 1. So that's simple, just keep it flat. Remember to keep the circle flat. Now just do a chain 1 by yarning over the chain. So now you have to be careful about it not being curved, since like the cake itself is gonna be flat, so you should also be careful, and it's little easy to make it flat actually. Now for rows 3 and 4 you have to do a single crochet and then an increase. So it's very simple, but what you have to do is after row 3 you have to do a slip stitch and a chain 1, and after row 4 I will show you what to do. So now you have to do how I'm going to be showing, and I will be telling you. So first you insert your hook, and then you have to yarn over and pull through. Now you have to pull through. Now this is your single crochet. In the next chain you have to do your increase. So yarn over and pull through, and the same thing in that same chain you have to do one more single crochet. This makes your increase. Like this you have to keep on doing until you complete row 3 and 4. So now I'm doing row 4. Now what I have to do is you have to remove your stitch marker, and you have to insert your hook. This is after row 4 I'm showing you. So now take it and do your slip stitch and chain 1. After taking your chain 1 you have to, after doing the chain 1 you have to take your scissors and cut it. Now take your scissors and just cut that string so that you can just easily pull it off. So like cut it how I'm showing, like in the middle. So now just snap it. So like this, yeah. And you have to pull it off. So see how it looks now? You have to just pull it a bit. And since this is a beginner friendly video, I'm not going to be showing you how to weave in unless you want to weave in. But for now, I'm not going to be showing you how to weave in. It's just simple how to hide it because you're going to be using glue, hot glue gun. So easily you can just hide that part without weaving it in. Just the long yarn you can see that you have to take and cut with your scissors. You can just cut it, but you have to be careful and you have not cut it like cut the yeet stitches with it. You have to be careful. But this tiny one that I'm showing right now, which you cut now itself, don't cut it fully. Just keep it how much you have cut, and then you can just simply just take your glue and stick it. That's all, because it will be easy to hide it with the glue because you'll be also making frosting with the white. Yeah. So with the white and by just keeping the white, it's easy to hide it. For now, I'll be showing you how to do. Now you're supposed to make two of the same. Since like if you can see, like one is for the down and one is for the up cake base, like in between there'll be the white cream. So now we'll be making the cream, and that will be simple. So take your white yarn and you have to take your hook, and now you have to make your magic ring just like how you made for your purple yarn. So now you have to yarn it around your pinky, and like yarn means like loop it around, and then your index finger, and you have to like make it like a X on your middle finger. So I'll show you again. So again, keep it around your pinky, then your index like this. Now to your middle finger, so it should look like a X on your middle finger. Now hold it with your thumb and then take your hook. Now insert it and you have to twist it and then yarn over and pull through. This is how you do your magic ring. So next you have to do row 1, that is 6 single crochets in the magic ring or magic circle. Now I'll show you how to do it, but I'll be going a bit faster than normal since like I've already showed you how to do it in the cake base. So I'll just show you once slowly so that you can do it. So now you have to insert the loop, yarn over and pull through. Now yarn over and pull through. Like this you have to do till 6 single crochets. So after that you will have to pull the yarn. So let me complete it. So yeah, now I've completed my 6 single crochets and this is how it will look. Now you have to pull the yarn tightly and like this it will be looking. So when you pull it you have to be careful, and yeah, this is how it's gonna be. Now after pulling the yarn you have to do a slip stitch and a chain 1. So let's do the slip stitch. So you have to insert it through that chain with using your hook and then pull it through, and then just take that first loop and pull it through your second loop. This will make your slip stitch. Now you have to do chain 1. So do like this. So now you have to be careful because it should be flat, because this is the cream that is going to be on top of the cake base. So you have to also be making sure it should be flat and not curved. Now for row 2 you have to do 6 increases, that in total will be 12 single crochets, because one increase will have 2 single crochets in the same chain. Now you have to take your stitch marker, and after just doing one single crochet you have to just insert your stitch marker, and then in that same stitch you have to do a single crochet once again. So 2 single crochets in the same stitch is equals a increase. So like this you have to do it in all around till you reach the stitch marker. That's why you have to keep the stitch marker. So now when you do this, you should also be careful that 12 stitches should be there, like 12 single crochets. So I would recommend you to count and go through it. Now I have completed my row 2. Now we have to do a slip stitch, but instead of doing a chain 1, you have to do 3 chains. So let's do the 3 chains. So keep it flat. Remember to keep it flat because it's the most important thing. So now first chain, now our second chain, and our third chain. Because when we do this, we have to make our popcorn stitches after this. So you can see this bubble type of stitch on the cake looking like frosting. Those are called a popcorn stitch. So we are going to be doing popcorn stitch. So let's start. Popcorn stitches may seem tricky, but it's actually not that tricky. So I'll be showing you in a simple way. So for doing the popcorn stitch, you have to do 4 double crochet in that same stitch, but like it should be, how do I say, like you have to yarn over and put it through. But when you're doing it, I'll show you another twist, like pull through. Now usually what you do, you will yarn over and pull through 2 loops, so do that. But now when you again yarn over and pull through 2 loops, that's not supposed to happen. This, what I'm showing you right now, you're not supposed to do it. So instead of that, just yarn over and in that same stitch do 1 more double crochet. So but this time again you have to pull through 2 loops. So now you have 4 loops in your hook. So now just pull through 2 of them. So like this. Now you have 3 in your hook. Again yarn over. While yarning over, you have to not pull through, just put it in that same stitch once again. So like this, and yarn over and pull through. Now how much do you have? You have 5 loops in your hook. Now yarn over and pull through 2 of them, just again 2 of them. So now you have 4 loops in your hook. This is your last double crochet you're gonna do. So in total you should have 5 loops in your hook for the last one. So now you have 6, but when you pull through both of them you will have 5. So now what you have to do, you have to yarn over and pull through all of them, all the loops in your hook, all 5. So like this. Maybe it will be a little tricky because I'm getting it, it's very little tricky for me because the yarn is a type of tricky yarn, like it's just a little weird type, so that's why. But if you have another easy yarn to work with, you can do that. So yeah, after this, the same thing, but before that you have to do 2 chains. So like you have to insert it, but you have to do 2 chains. I have already done my 2 chains, and now you have to do a slip stitch. So for your slip stitch, and then again you have to do 2 chains. So that's how the popcorn is going to happen. So now 2 chains. So now after doing the 2 chains, once again you have to do 4 double crochets in that same stitch. So this is not exactly 4 double crochets, it's like half of a double crochet, but it is not called a half double crochet. Half double crochets are also called something else. I mean, it does something else, it does not do this. It's mostly like a cluster, I would say. So this is the 3 loops in my hook. Again I have to keep on doing it. So now I will pull through both of them. Now I have 4 loops. Again, this is my last one I'm gonna do. So when you do it, you should have 5 loops. So 4 type of cluster type of double crochets, you have to have 5 loops on your hook, then only you can do. Now 2 chains and then slip stitch in the next chain. So insert your hook, just insert it and then do the slip stitch. Now again 2 chains, so 1 and a 2. like this. You have to keep on going till you reach the end, till you complete it fully, and there should be no space. So you should be careful while doing it because you should concentrate and do it. There's no counting steps actually. Now I'm in the last one that you have to just do it, and there's a small twist in the end because you have to not do 2 chains in the end after doing the slip stitch. So let's do it. So now I'm doing my last popcorn stitch and I'm almost done with it. I have to do it till the end, and then you guys also do it with me, and I will show you what to do after that. So I have now some 4 loops in my hook, and again you have to do the same. So now I have 5 and you have to pull through all of them. Now chain 2. After doing the chain 2, you have to slip stitch. Just do a slip stitch, and then you have to do what happened? Okay, I didn't do that correctly, so I'll just show you once again. I have to do a slip stitch, so you have to put it there and then do this, like the slip stitch. Now just take your scissors. I made a mistake. Actually, you should not do any chains. Like I said before, you have to do 1 chain, but you don't have to do any chains after the slip stitch because you're gonna take your pair of scissors and cut that loop. Just keep it flat before cutting it so that it will be looking better. So the side I'm showing right now is the side you should stick, so it will look more better, it will look like a actual frosting. So the side that I'm showing, that one, right now what I'm showing, that is the place where you have to put your glue. Now just pull that yarn. So you have a tiny yarn popping out and a large yarn. So the large yarn, you can just take your pair of scissors and just cut it like that. But when you're cutting it, this is how it should be looking. That tiny yarn, you don't have to cut it more because you can just take the glue and stick it with the yarn. So while cutting the large yarn, you have to be careful you will not cut the stitches underneath. So this is how it should look, and while the tiny yarn should be hidden through using glue. So because this is like a beginner type video, I'm not gonna be showing you how to weave in unless you wanna weave it in. Now you should make one more of the same frosting. So this is how the other one is gonna be looking like. So now what you have to do is the cherry on top. So this is not exactly a cherry, it's like a tiny flat 2D type of circle that is in red color and looks like a cherry. This is the simplest cherry you can ever make. And take your hook, and we are gonna start making the simplest cherry in the universe. So first you have to make a magic ring. So yarn it around loop it around your pinky and then your index finger to your middle finger. Hold it with your thumb securely. Take your hook, insert it and twist it like this and yarn over and pull through. This is your magic ring. So this cherry has only one row, and that is single crochet in the magic ring. So now let's do that single crochet in the magic ring or magic circle. So now I'm doing it. I'm actually doing a bit faster because by now you must have learned how to do the single crochet, but if you haven't, that's alright, that's absolutely fine. You can just rewatch the clips where I have done it slowly. Now you have to pull the yarn and you have to do a slip stitch. So pull it carefully, and now you have to do a slip stitch, only a slip stitch, no need of chain one this time, because right now, like after the slip stitch, we are just gonna directly cut the yarn. So this is how I'm doing my slip stitch. Now just take your pair of scissors, so keep it flat and then take your scissors and cut that loop. Yeah, so cut it and then just pull it. So this is your cherry, and that's all for the cherry. Like That's all. Now you have to glue them all. That's the fun part and the easiest part you can ever do. This is my favorite part because like it's very fun to see how it comes all together while you glue them. So like you have to understand which is your perfect side and which is your not that great side. So for me, this is my not that great side because like you can see some of the stitches coming out. So yeah, I just wanna check how I have to stick it. So this is how I'm gonna be sticking all of them together. So I will be showing you how to stick them. So first, take your glue gun and put it all around like this. Yeah, so after putting them all around, you have to take your frosting and then just, I would say frosting or cream actually, and then put it on top like this. So yeah, now just press it, like keep it secure. You have to make it proper because like you don't want it to fall down, do you? So next, take your other cake base and again put some glue. Now like this, after putting the glue, like you have to put it like a circle so that the end parts, the edges of the cake base can also stick easily. So like this. Now after that, again you have to press them together, keep it secure, keep it nice and firm, and then you have to take your other frosting. So I would say this is the frosting, and the one that you put like in the middle of the cake, I would say it's called cream instead of frosting because frosting has the cherry on top usually. Now keep that tiny yarn which I told you don't have to weave it in, just keep the glue on top of it so that it won't come out, and after that just put it on top of the cake like this. So it should be looking like how do I say, like in the middle, because like a frosting is usually in the middle in my opinion. So now you have to take your cherry, and here also we have this yarn which I didn't tell you how to weave it in. So just put glue on the middle of the frosting and take the imperfect side and just press it on the glue. So be careful while using glue gun because it can definitely burn your fingers, and I have burned them multiple times. So yeah, you should be very careful. So now this is the final look, and I hope you actually liked it, and I hope it came for you like this. Now this is an optional part for whoever wants it to be looking like a keychain. So take your keychain hook and insert it where you want it to be. So like you have to take your pliers and then close that hook. So I have closed it, and this is the final look. I'm so happy with it, and I hope it came just like this for you guys too. Please don't forget to like and share, and you can comment if you liked it or not, and if it came like this for you. Thank you so much, and bye.